What is going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Classic Chronicles. I hope everybody enjoyed their weekend and is ready to conquer the week that is. So for today, we're gonna get into some wrestling talk, man. We're gonna talk NXT Vengeance Day, which, as you're listening to this, went down last night in Clarksville, Tennessee. Um, your opening contest, it was the finals of the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic, which saw Braun Breaker and Baron Corbin, known as the Lone Wolves, taking on Trick Mello Gang, Trick Williams and Carmelo Hayes. Very, very hard fought matchup between these two teams. And the winner of the Dusty Cup gets a future NXT Tag Team Championship shot. Very hard fought match between these two teams. You know, Carmelo Hayes did most of the work. Trick Williams got the hot tag, but in the end, it was Ron Breaker and Baron Corbin picking up the win, and now they will have a future NXT Championship match. I'm assuming coming up either at NXT Roadblock, which is March 5th, or the next pay per view, their next premium live event, I should say, which is NXT Battleground on May 26th, going down in Savannah, Georgia. But so that was the first match, and then next up you had Dijak taking on Joe Gacy in a no disqualification match. So this match saw pretty much everything, man. Nightsticks, tables, Legos, which for if you don't know, Legos. If you don't know, Legos are very very painful to step on, let alone get slammed on. Can't imagine how that felt. But in the end, it was Dijak picking up a very very hard fought victory over a very game Joe Gacy. Um, Next up was a six-person tag team match. You had OTM, which is out the mud, with Scripps, and then they took on the family. Uh, Tony D'Angelo, Shannon Stax Lorenzo, and I think her name was uh, Izzo or something like that. The woman that was with the family, but the family ended up picking up a huge victory in that six person tag team match. Jakaria Parker for Out the Mud, made her debut tonight. She was very impressive, and so was Izzo, with the family, man. No, good filler match, because originally there were only four announced matches on the card, and they needed to fill some time, so this was kind of a bonus match, as was the previous matchup that we just discussed with Joe Gacy and Dijak. Um, Next up was the NXT Women's Championship match, I should say, which saw Lyra Valkyria taking on Roxanne Perez, but Lola Vice, who won the NXT Women's Breakout Tournament, cashed in her championship shot and essentially made the match a triple threat match halfway through. But Tatum Paxley, who's been on the side of Lyra Valkyria lately, ran interference for her, and Lyra Valkyria was able to pick up the win and retain her NXT Women's Championship. Um, next up, the North American Championship was on the line, which saw former champion Dragon Lee taking on NXT Men's Tournament breakout winner Oba Femi, who Dragon Lee got cashed in by Oba Femi shortly after Oba Femi winning the NXT Men's Breakout Tournament this year. So that's what led us here. And Dragon Lee, as quick as he is, and agile as he is, just was no match whatsoever for Obafemi, man. Obafemi is a 6'6", 300-pound dude. And Dragon Lee, if you've seen his previous work in Ring of Honor and CMLL and all that, you know that very agile competitor. But again, no match for the strength of Obafemi, man. That kid is gonna be that kid is something special, and he's going to be for years to come, I should say. Um, and in your main event, Trick Williams had to pull double duty because in addition to him being in the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic with Carmelo Hayes, he also earned himself an NXT Championship match against Ilya Dragunov. Very, very hard fought match between the two. Trick Williams got his knee worked over by Ilya Dragunov. The NXT champion, and in the end, it was just too much for Trick Williams to overcome. He will definitely be a champion of some sort one day, whether it's in NXT or on the main roster. I definitely see him being a United States or Intercontinental champion. I would definitely love to see him have a run with the NXT championship before he gets called up, but to the main roster. But I don't think that's gonna happen. So. But yeah, no, hard fought match between Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams, but that wasn't the end of the story. Longtime friend, Trick Williams' longtime friend Carmelo Hayes ended up attacking Trick Williams after the match, and essentially completing the turn on his best friend. That if you've been watching NXT and keeping up with the product, you know it was coming sooner or later, and this is the time that it would come. So yeah, man, good show. Can't wait to see what happens tomorrow night when a live episode of NXT airs, and there's gonna be all the fallout from NXT Vengeance Day, which is a really short pay per view, but I prefer quality over quantity. So this is good. A good show. And yeah, that's gonna be it for this episode of the Classic Chronicles. Like, subscribe, share. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you don't miss a video. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.